Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry if you hear some banging sounds, like, you know, like a hammer and such like that. There is construction going on. Anyways, sorry, but let's get back to the video. As you can see down in the title, yes, I am doing an honest review for EDC Las Vegas 2023. Anyways, I had a blast at EDC this year. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'll be going to any more as a Canadian music festival goer. A lot of things just cost a lot for us Canadians. However, maybe a camping experience at EDC will be maybe another time that I'll go, but who knows. And if you haven't done so yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button somewhere there. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, comment down below, what was your favorite thing that you did at EDC? There were so many things you can do. Also, what was your favorite set? Who was your favorite DJ that you saw there? Just comment down below. Anything EDC related, I would be happy to hear. Anyways, let's get to the video. Alright, so we're gonna start off with ticket pricing. Ticket pricing at EDC this year is the same as last year. I can't really list all the prices from last year as the prices are no longer on the website. However, I can say how much my tickets were for GA and also my shuttle passes as well. So for the EDC Las Vegas 2023 ticket, we got the Future Owl. So we got it super advanced. So we literally got our tickets right after EDC ended last year, and then we got the early bird tickets. And for 2 tickets in USD, it was $678. And for the service fee, it was $181.98 USD. And again, this is for 2 people. I was pretty disappointed. I don't understand why we had to get a service fee for the ticket when it never got shipped to Canada. I'm definitely going to be writing an email back to get my money back for the service fee because, again, we went to Will Call to pick up our tickets. We did not get it at home here in Canada. So pretty disappointed in that. I want my $181.98 USD money back. That's a lot of money if you think about it. A lot, especially if you're a Canadian, a lot. Alright, and the Premier shuttle, so we got Premier, so it's different from GA. So Premier is a little bit more expensive. You pay a little bit more because you're going to a shuttle where it's going faster. There's more shuttles going and there are set times, but to be honest, I wasn't so happy about the whole shuttle experience as well, but I'll get to that in a bit. Shuttle passes, they were 2 for $478 USD, and then the service fee was $40 USD for 2. Again, that was everything for 2 people. Now on to the wristbands. So the wristbands were definitely really cool this year. I'm just going to show you guys how it looked like in previous years. I'm going to show you 2018 wristband. So this is the 2018 box. I didn't go, but this is my boyfriend's. Super cool. That's how it looks. Super different compared to this year and last year. And then you can take it out. Ooh, take it out like that. And then his came with like kind of like a candy kind of like bracelet. EDC. EDC. And then this was his Tropicana pass from before. And then also his EDC wristband from 2018. So that's what it is. And then I'll show you guys the last year's ticket. That's how it looks. Like that. I also have an unboxing video for that, so you can go check that out. So I'm just gonna quickly just show you guys. I don't want to show for this to all fall out. But the wristband for it last year, where is it? Oh, it was the green wristband. Green wristband. It was okay, nothing too fancy. But this year's, really love this year's wristbands. So it came in a box like this. Pretty much almost kind of like the same. The styling of the box, pretty much the same. Again, I have an unboxing video if you want to look at that. So pretty much the same. And I got like an eye cover, our shuttle passes this year. That's how it looks. Some stickers and tags, kind of like last year's keychain. And then the coolest thing, the wristbands, probably the prettiest wristband I ever owned. Really, really like the color scheme of it, pink and blue. Definitely a Gabby color. Alrighty, so that's the wristbands for this year. I thought that the wristband for this year was super nice, super cool. A wristband. So yeah, that's wristbands for you. But it's really sad, I just want to speak about this because it's really, really sad that a lot of music festivals don't offer wristbands now, especially in Canada. Very different experience. A lot of things here are more expensive, probably cutting down on things so that, you know, they can run a festival. So yeah, that's pretty much it for wristbands. Let's talk about transportation. So transportation to the venue, it's by either shuttle, you can Uber, you can taxi, or you can drive as well. Of course, at the shuttles, there's GA Plus, I believe, Premier, and VIP. And then there's Uber and taxi, but a lot of people do not recommend those. And a lot of people also recommended driving there, but apparently it was a little bit of a gong show this year. I'm not too sure. Didn't experience it, but that's what some people were saying. I would highly recommend the shuttles. I've done it 2 years in a row. However, I was very disappointed in the Tropicana shuttle this year. I was at Bally's last year and I was kind of thinking like, how did we get Bally's and like, why did we get Bally's last year? And it's because like, you know, I always forget that Tropicana, there's like 3 or I forgot how many hotels are associated with Tropicana shuttles, but there are a lot. So I think that's why it's a little bit more of a gong show there. But people who've gone on Tropicana before, they said it wasn't that bad. So I was kind of just like furious at this year's shuttles at Tropicana. Bad. Hey guys, update. We've been in line for like almost 2 hours just to get our shuttle passes at Tropicana. I'm so disappointed. And like last year at Bally's, easy. That's all I have to say, easy. Like there was no waiting. We just got in right away. They were so chill with the times. And you know, I kind of want to speak about the times as well for the shuttles. Like, I just don't understand why there's a certain time that you have to like go and leave the venue. Like to go to the venue and then to leave the venue. I just don't understand that when you're paying so much more extra for the Premier shuttles. And I feel that Pascal, if you're listening to this, or the Insomniac team, I feel that there should not be a set time just because like everyone's gonna be going to the Tropicana GA, and that was more of a gong show and like waiting in line for so long, whereas you're seeing the lines for the Premier shuttles and there's like nothing. Why couldn't we do the same thing as last year where you just let everyone in if you have Premier passes? It just kind of blew my mind that that happened like that, and it was just, you know, a lot more frustrated people this year, I feel, because compared to last year it was so easy and smooth and breeze, and like no one really complained about the shuttle passes except for the last day last year where we had to wait for almost an hour for a shuttle and we were at Bally's. But yeah, I was just pretty disappointed in the Premier shuttles this year. And of course I was disappointed in the fact that we had to go to will call to get our shuttle passes, and we paid for service fees for those. Like, you know, like I want my money back. Probably will send an email if you also are in the same boat as me. Write an email, because we should not be losing a lot of money, especially if you're a Canadian music festival goer. We are paying so much more, and obviously the service fees adds up into our experience. But yeah, I was just disappointed in the Tropicana shuttle, and also I was just very disappointed in the will call as well. But it is what it is. Still had a great time at the festival. But yeah, that's pretty much it for transportation. Alright, so the venue lineup, entrance, I thought that it was well organized. Again, nothing to complain about. Again, how it works is that you usually get your security check before you get to the venue. So you do your security check and then you go on to the shuttle. Like you ride and go into your shuttle. So I really like that idea, because then you get all the security done before you even get to the venue, and it's less of a hectic time. So I really like that. So great job on that again. So we were at Premier. I'm not too sure how GA and VIP looks like, but Premier is always a great time, no complaints. There's like the nice washrooms that Ultra had that I love. Wish we had that throughout EDC, but of course it's very different. Lots of porta potties, but that's okay. And then at the Premier as well, there's a lounge to chill if you wanted to. But the one thing I wanted to critique about this year's premiere was that I feel that they should have gotten the people that were giving pashminas out. So this is premiere. Usually if you get premiere tickets, you get like an extra item or something from being a premiere buyer or shuttle pass holder. So this year we got pashminas, super nice, like so cute. Look at that. That's a pashmina this year. And then last year we got a bag of goodies. So that's pretty cool. You can see sunglasses, eyewear, there's sanitizers, a bag tag, a whole bunch of stuff in here. But yeah, that's what we got this year for being a premiere holder, pass holder. Sorry, can't talk. But that's pretty much it. Again, no complaints about the premiere area. Pretty straightforward. I would recommend everyone to get premiere. I just feel that it's less of a gong show compared to GA. If you're willing to spend a little bit more money, I would highly recommend it. Definitely, premiere is always a time, good vibes, except for the fact that there was times for going into and leaving out of the venue. I didn't like that. Like for example, my time was leaving and going on the shuttles at like, I think 11? I think it was 11. And then go back home at like 4? Like what? Yeah, that's just, it blew our minds. Like, let me check. Is it here? Oh, here it is. Here we go, guys. So 11 you can see there, and then the bottom it says 4. But like, you can't just experience EDC and you're paying this much money to go. Like, I just don't understand. I feel like Pascal, Insomniac, if you guys are watching this, I really hope that you guys do something about the times, because I feel that the time should be more for GA. I don't know about premiere, because premiere was pretty good last year and I just don't understand the time still. All right, security, my favorite part. Security, great, awesome, nothing to complain. You know what, last year I was just so shook about like the amount of things getting sneaked in. I feel like there was probably a lot of things getting sneaked in as well. However, no problems with security, always a great time at EDC. I love how there's a military there, the police, security, just a lot going on. But yeah, you know what? The one great thing about Insomniac as well is that they have really like just good workers in the security guards. They know the rules, they can answer your questions. Really liked it. No complaints for security. So good job, Insomniac. All right, so vendor lines and prices. Oof. Okay, now after going or coming back from Ultra and going to EDC, this is all I have to say is the food and drinks definitely cheaper at Ultra. Would rather drink and eat at Ultra rather than EDC. The prices for EDC food and drinks were just a lot. I was just so shook. It was kind of hard for me to buy anything just because at Ultra, for example, I bought a pizza, a huge slice of one pizza. Okay, a slice of pizza for 11 USD. And then at EDC, we got a box, like a small mini box. I'll insert like a video somewhere here. It was $17 and we were still so hungry. And I'm pretty sure it was smaller than the slice of pizza that we got from Ultra, because we got filled with that pizza. And the pizza we got, yeah, tiny, but you know, it is what it is, and this is what music festival food prices are like. So we kind of have to know and understand that we're gonna be spending a lot if you're gonna buy food and drinks at the venue. But definitely for me, prices at EDC way more expensive than Ultra, for sure. Add into the vendors. There was also merch vendors, as always. EDC always does such an amazing job with the vendors. Can never complain. So here's a little bit of the merch vendors. Alright, the vibes. The vibes were very plur as always. I can't really say much about the vibes. It's always very, very plur, as you guys know. And if you have attended EDC before, very plur. I think the one thing I want to comment on is that definitely because of the internet, you can see that EDC is becoming more of mainstream, like Coachella. Just because, like, for me, I came across people where I've asked questions and I'm like, who are you excited to see? And then they're like, look away, or like talk about something else, or like I'm like And then I would just ask like, oh, what was your favorite set? Yeah, like it was kind of hard for people to really like say. So for me, like, you know, like I felt like I just met a little bit of more people that didn't really know EDM or like the music and just went there for the experience, which is a good thing. You get to discover new artists and such like that, because that's the point of a music festival. But yeah, definitely, like for me, I was just kind of shook that there were some people that I met that didn't really know any artist. So yeah, I was just shook by that. But you know, it's gonna be like that at every music festival. There's always gonna be someone that doesn't know. So maybe I just came across multiple people that just didn't know. But again, vibes were great. Right. So production and layout, this is probably my favorite to talk about this year. Production, always amazing at EDC. You can never complain. Always gets better every year, and especially for people that have gone more than 2 years, like you can see the difference from how EDC was like before and now. It's so insane. So good job, Pascal, for doing such an amazing job for the production. You're always working so hard, and your team as well. So good job, Insomniac. So I wanted to start off with Wasteland and Bass Pod. Wasteland looked exactly the same. I didn't see anything different. Bass Pod, ooh, Bass Pod definitely is one of my favorites. I know last year when I saw Bass Pod, I was like, whoa, this is the craziest stage I've ever seen. But this year, it looked exactly the same. I didn't really see many changes or any changes at all. So if someone knows any changes to Wasteland or Bass Pod, let me know, comment down below, because for me, they looked exactly the same. And of course, Kinetic Field. Kinetic is different every single time. Kinetic was amazing, beautiful. But the one thing I have to say is I thought Kinetic was a little smaller this year. I don't know. Last year, it looked so much bigger. I kept looking at videos over and over and like comparing, and I'm like, I swear Kinetic this year looks definitely smaller. Comment down below if you guys think that. I think some people have said that, so you know, comment down below. I just want to know your thoughts on Kinetic Field this year. But great time at Kinetic Field. All right, so Quantum Valley had amazing artwork, like beautiful, like up on the ceilings. I'll insert a video and hopefully you guys can see. So this is during lane 8 set. So this is what you can see a little bit. But for me, I thought that Quantum Valley was a little bit more cooler last year, just because they had these dancers that came like down and they were on hoops, like hoop artists. And it was just so cool seeing these hoop flow artists like dancing on the hoops and like hanging there. Definitely, I don't know if there was that many lasers this year. I couldn't really tell, but definitely the lasers last year at Quantum Valley was pretty crazy. But other than that, Quantum Valley is still the same old, has a roof, obviously changes their design every year, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's Quantum Valley for you. And then Circuit Grounds. Man, this was probably the craziest and biggest change, in my opinion, at EDC. It was really nice to see that Circuit Ground is no longer just lights on the side. Like, if you guys know, you know. But it's really nice that they upgraded, made like more a hard wall kind of like panel. It was really nice to see like even the lasers, the production there, like just a lot more going on compared to just having lights at Circuit Grounds. So that was really cool, and we were just so shook when we saw Circuit Grounds. We're like, whoa, we're like, wow, good job Insomniac, good job Pascal, great job, great addition to EDC for sure. And then Bionic Jungle. So Bionic Jungle, very great job as well. Good job. It was definitely different compared to last year. See that the lights, there's so much more going on. I had a great time at Bionic. I was only there for like maybe 10 minutes just to check out like the whole area, but that was pretty much it. Had a great time there, no complaints at all, and good job for improving as well.
There's always something missing in my video, but there's also stereo bloom. As you can see, it still looks exactly the same as last year, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong. And then there's the Brave hanger, as you can see here. Really cool. We never got to see that last year, so I'm really glad that we got to see that this year. And then also we got to explore more, so you're gonna see a whole bunch of clips of the things that we got to see this year, because last year we failed, but it's okay, we redeemed ourselves this year. So have fun checking out all the things that we got to see this year, and hopefully you get to check them out next year.
And then the whole venue was just amazing. Okay, so last year I was kind of like sad low-key just because we never got to really go around the whole venue. But this year we went early every single day, so I got really happy just like exploring the whole EDC. Like I just knew that this might be our last EDC, so like it was really nice to just go early with Andre, explore everything, at least go on one ride. And that was honestly our goal, was to go on the Ferris wheel, which we did. Check this clip out, guys. Riding on the Ferris wheel was so great, and going early, it was just a great time. Like that's my biggest advice for people, is that go early. If you don't go early, you're just gonna come late like everyone else, and you're just gonna take like not great photos because it's so busy already, so many people around, and then the lineups for everything, especially rides, it's gonna be super long. So yeah, so that's pretty like shocking to me, like, you know, just the amount of like the line is just so crazy at EDC. But yeah, if you go early, go early. But yeah, I was super happy about going on the Ferris wheel, super happy, and being able to see so many things I never got to see last year. Like every single time we were walking somewhere, Andre would be like, oh look, there's a place to go into, and we're like, oh yeah, cool, I've never seen that before. So we would go in, explore, and check out like a store or like some sort of like other room or building, and like it was just really nice to see that. But I'll show you guys a little bit so you guys can see. But yeah, like I love that we got to literally see almost everything. And yeah, I know this year we kind of skipped out on downtown EDC just because it kind of was like almost the same, but I feel like there was maybe some different things that were going on there, but kind of wish we kind of went in there, but we didn't. It's okay, maybe next time. And the other things that we explored were definitely the art cars. It was really nice to see the Titanic and art car, the stereo art car, and then there was the 30th anniversary art car. So it was really nice to check those out, and obviously check out the DJs there. My favorite were definitely seeing Habstrack at the Titanic and art car, and of course Slander. Slander killed it at that set. Like who knew he was gonna play a techno set? And then also what was really great as well was seeing KJ Sauka. Oh my god, maybe I'm saying his name wrong now. But from Pendulum, he was at the stereo art car, and honestly, great. That was a vibe. That was so much fun. Like his set was just, this was like at 4 a.m. and I was just like, great, dude. This is a great DNB, great. And you know, like if you have heard me on my Instagram, TikTok, or on my previous videos, I always talk about the Pixel Forest. I love the Pixel Forest, and it's so nice to be there on each day. If you notice and you pay attention, the Pixel Forest is actually like pretty slow on the first day, then it gets faster on the second day, and it gets even faster on the third day. So you get to notice the sounds and light movements. So it was really nice to see the difference of that, and really paid attention to that this year too. And I just kept walking back and forth with Andre to that place just because I'm like, but we're never gonna be able to go there ever again. So we would just make it worth it while we're like trying to go from one set to another and just go through it as much as we can. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be sad. I'm not gonna maybe see this ever again, but I'm really glad that we did go through it so many times. So it was just, I felt like, you know how people say that EDC is the adult Disneyland? Well, yeah, that's me. That's why I went crazy with the Pixel Force. It's just another cool thing for me.
So the other thing that I wanted to include into the venue and the production is definitely the famous EDC fireworks. I've never seen anything like this before. Obviously, it's my second time being at EDC, so it's really nice to just see amazing fireworks. Always a great time.
So you guys know me and my health and safety. I found the end overdose and harm reduction tent. Check it out. Right here. Yay. And of course, there's a lot of water stations at EDC. Always good for hydration. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, lots of food, lots of drinks, and they're everywhere. So you can't really go hungry if you want to get food unless you're broke and don't have any money. All right, and the lineup. So the lineup to me was okay. To be honest, I was more of a big fan of EDM back in like the 2013 to 2018 days, because that was when, for me, all of the DJs that I listened to and the ones that like I love were all at that time. But now, of course, it's so different now. But like, I'm still not complaining. The DJs that were there, amazing. Obviously, like everyone was talking about like who's gonna be the special guest, and of course John Summit came, so that was really great. But of course, like, you know, the one thing that I think a lot of people were just complaining about, like, oh, where are all these other big DJs? Like Calvin Harris, Fred Again, Skrillex. Like, we can't really, like, I feel that we can't say much about those DJs because they're so big now. And, you know, like, my thought process is, oh, okay, they might be super expensive. They're probably going on their own tours. And it's just probably hard for EDC, Insomniac, to even book these DJs because they have their own thing going on. So it's, you know, at least they try, or hopefully they tried. But maybe in the next EDC it'll be more crazier. Who knows? Who knows? But I feel that when it comes to the EDC lineup, you should just be open. I feel that being more open helps you just be more excited and be more prepared for the festival. Just because if you're thinking about the lineup, you're just gonna be like, oh, but there's no big name like this person or this person, and you're just gonna feel that like EDC is just gonna be not a good time for you just because the lineup is not good. I feel that music festivals will always be great. Because DJs, you know what's amazing about DJs? They will play anything. They're DJs. They will mix anything they want, and also they will play the songs that they produce and then mix it like crazy. You never know what kind of drops they're gonna drop. So that's the best thing about music festivals. If you go to a DJ set and you don't even know who the DJ is, and you're like, it's probably not, just gonna be mediocre, but next thing you know, boom, a crazy drop, like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, that's amazing. So that's why I don't really say much about lineups anymore. And yeah, of course, there's always gonna be music festivals where they have insane lineups, but again, like, you just have to understand that like at music festivals, it's really meant to really discover new music and to appreciate the music that's being played out there, because at the end of the day, like, these are all talented producers and DJs that are trying to throw crazy things at you guys. So I would not complain with the lineup. Was it worth it? Yeah, of course, EDC is always worth it. The production is amazing. Like, you can't really like talk crap about EDC. Like, every year it just gets better and bigger. So no complaints about that. And would I go again? Of course I would go again, but it's all about money. And music festivals are expensive, but definitely for me, I would go again. The next time I would definitely try camping if that's possible. But yeah, camping for sure. Anyways, that was pretty much it. Sorry if I was like blabbing. I really hope you guys learned something from this. I really hope you get to experience your first EDC next year if you haven't done so. And you know, the tickets are about to go on sale, or maybe they're on sale now. I'm not too sure. But if you're really wanting to go, I recommend you to try and buy the early birds or even do the layaway plans. That way it's cheaper for you guys and you're not spending that much. So that's pretty much it. Thank you again for watching. And if you haven't done so yet, you know, hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Give this video a thumbs up and comment down below. You know, like, let's just talk about lineup. Who would you want to see at EDC next year? Maybe we can see the big name DJs that you want at EDC next year. Maybe the Fred Again, Skrillex, you know, who knows? I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.